Hello EFD squad and welcome back to Scout Report, where this time we're looking at why Barcelona need Messi more than ever. A quick glance at La Liga and you would be forgiven for thinking all is well at Barcelona. Top of the table after 27 games with 63 goals to their name, 14 more than Real Madrid in second, they look on course to back their third title in a row. But the reality is this season has been far from perfect for the Catalan Giants. On to their second manager of the season, they have lost 5 times and conceded 31 goals, just 5 fewer than they did in the whole of the 18-19 campaign. Time and time again their saving grace has been the wizardry produced by their talisman and greatest ever player Lionel Messi. The Argentine's stunning individual displays have often painted over the Blaugrana's deficiencies in recent years, and this has never been so apparent than in the current season. Injuries to Ousmane Dembele and his partner in crime Luis Suarez has meant he is often the only consistently performing member of the attack, with new man Antoine Griezmann struggling to shine. A team once lauded for its attacking versatility across the pitch has become dangerously dependent on their unrivaled number 10. We will break down just how vital he has become and explore the changing shifts in the side over the last 7 years that made this happen. The Messi Show. Though the Argentine has always been their chief provider of goals, in the past his teammates like Luis Suarez, Neymar and Samuel Eto'o have all played their part too. But it is glaringly obvious that in recent seasons Messi has had to bear the brunt of the club's misfiring new signings. He has witnessed millions wasted on flops like Philippe Coutinho, while expensive imports like Ousmane Dembele and Antoine Griezmann are yet to truly convince the Barcelona faithful of their place at the Camp Nou. The trio cost a staggering €390 million combined, but to date have only contributed 54 goals in 187 appearances between them, the same as Messi scored in 16-17 alone. It has meant he has often had to exceed his already ridiculous expectations. During the 15-16 season, he was expected to contribute 26.5% of all Barcelona's goals and assists in La Liga and the Champions League. But by the 18-19 season, that figure had shot up to 34.7%, having consistently increased each year. In reality, however, his actual goals and assists in this period were consistently greater. In 15-16 he scored 32 goals and provided 17 assists, which was the equivalent of 28.14% of Barcelona's production, while in 18-19 his 64 goal contributions equaled 41.3%, a whole 5.4% more than expected. That year, over 2 in every 5 goals Barcelona managed were either created or scored by Messi. This season, that number has shown no signs of decreasing. He is currently the top scorer in La Liga on 19 goals, 30% of all Barcelona's total. He has also managed 12 assists, once again the most in the division. In fact, no player in La Liga takes more than his 4.8 shots per game, a whole 1.1 more than Karim Benzema in second, and yet his goals tally looks set to be considerably lower than what he normally achieves. But if he hadn't been such an influential figure again, then this side would have been in trouble. The only other member of the Blaugrana squad who comes close to him is Luis Suarez. The Uruguayan has scored 11 and assisted 7, though he has been limited to just 1,279 minutes of action. In addition, he turns 34 next January, putting him well into the twilight of his stunning career. Goals thereafter have been spread throughout the side, with Griezmann only managing 8 and Arturo Vidal 6, but neither have wielded anywhere near the influence or domination of Messi. In a year when they have conceded more times than 5 other teams in the division, his goals have never been so vital. Barca's missing link. Over the years, Messi has gradually dropped deeper to receive the ball and involve himself in play. Once stuck up front or on the wing, he now tends to operate more as an attacking midfielder. While one explanation is that with his talent and dribbling ability it makes sense to play deeper, in reality he is often having to compensate for the lack of a teammate capable of doing that for him. The statistics show how much more involved he has become. In 2012-13, 19.5% of all Barcelona's progressive passes and runs in the league and Europe came through Messi. By 2018-19, that had jumped to 33.6%, over a third of all their play. No one in the Barcelona squad can come close to his 5.5 dribbles per 90, or even his 2.5 key passes per game, but it wasn't always like that. A quick look back at the squad of 2012-13, and it's obvious how Messi was able to make forward play his primary function. That team included a number of world-class operators in the midfield, fresh off a 4-year stint under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola, where they were famed for their tic-tac passing game. Back then, the Camp Nou witnessed a much more holistic style of play, with 6 regular starting members of the squad averaging over 1.2 key passes a game, compared to today when it's just Messi. That season, Fabregas managed 11 assists in La Liga, while Iniesta achieved 16, 4 more than Messi. In fact, 11 members of the squad achieved at least 4 assists each, with Alexis Sanchez, Xavi and Dani Alves all brilliant in their own right. Xavi was particularly instrumental, managing a huge average of 96.2 passes per game with a success rate of 94.8%, both the highest in the side. The problem now is that the current midfield at Barcelona doesn't possess anywhere near that type of creativity. Sergio Busquets sees most of the ball, averaging 81.3 passes per game, but he is a completely different player to Xavi, having only managed 3 assists in the last year and a half, with his qualities lying in breaking up play and maintaining possession. In fact, the current midfield at Barcelona hardly receives the ball at all, with the next top 5 passers in the squad all defenders. All things considered, it's no surprise to see Messi dropping deeper. Even the fullbacks Jordi Alba and Sergio Roberto don't offer the same threat as before, managing just 1.9 key passes and 0.7 crosses per game between them. The reality is that aside from Messi, the midfield has lost that figure who can regularly unlock a defence with a single pass. In fairness to the current team, Barcelona's star has changed over the years. Luis Enrique was the first manager to quicken the transition of the ball up to the attackers and bypass the midfield. The problem today is that with Neymar sold to PSG and Ousmane Dembele consistently injured, Messi and Suarez have been the only main outlets of attack. This issue was particularly raw this season, thanks to Suarez's injury and Griezmann's stuttering performances. The Frenchman is a shadow of the player acquired from Atletico Madrid, with his key passes per 90 halving from 2 in his final year to 1 at Barcelona. It means from 26 games he has only managed 4 assists. Former coach Ernesto Valverde was often criticised for not preparing his team in the Barcelona way, but with the team now lacking creators, it's no wonder he opted for a more cautious approach. In the absence of adequate options around him, Messi has been forced to become both the instigator and finisher of attacks. While this continues to do wonders for his showreel, in the long run it shows what a fragile unit they would be without their hero on the pitch. A future after Messi. So how can the Catalonians rectify these issues and reduce the burden on the Argentine? It goes without saying he is impossible to replace, but measures can be taken to return Barcelona to the holistic attacking unit they once were. There are signs this is the club's intent. As we explored in our previous Barcelona scout report, how Barcelona can dominate Europe again, the hiring of Quique Setien is an important step towards returning to a stylistic attack. The Spaniard is a passing-obsessed scholar of Cruyffian football, often sacrificing defensive stability for attacking flair, though he has never managed a club of Barcelona's magnitude. It's too early to decide whether the 61-year-old has made an impact so far, as he will likely need a transfer window to bring in the players capable of achieving these goals. One player the Blaugrana have been heavily linked with is Miralem Pjanic. The Juventus star has had a tricky year in Turin, and a move might be just what the 30-year-old needs to rediscover his creative spark. In his 3 full seasons at the Old Lady, he has maintained an expected assist per 90 rate of 0.24, thanks to an average of 2.5 key passes a game, a rate that dwarfs any midfielder currently in the Barcelona squad. Bettering that over the past 6 years, he holds an expected goal chain per 90 ratio of 0.6. This means the Bosnian is expected to be involved in a goal at a rate greater than 1 every other game. Another player Setien may consider returning to the fold is Philippe Coutinho. The Brazilian was acquired for a huge €145 million from Liverpool back in January 2018, under the belief he was the perfect replacement for Andres Iniesta. However, after a quality first 6 months that saw him score 8 and assist 5 in La Liga, things have gone badly wrong for the attacking midfielder. A difficult 2018-19 saw him farmed out to Bayern Munich on loan, where he has shown glimpses of his former self. From just 1,386 minutes of Bundesliga action, he has scored 8 and registered 6 assists, though it doesn't look enough for the Germans to make the move permanent. Despite his difficult relationship with his parent club, he is still offering the kind of flair the Barcelona midfield need. This season he has averaged 5.7 shots and key passes per 90. An 84% passing accuracy, which includes an average of 2 accurate long balls per game, also shows he is still a trustworthy playmaker on the ball. If Setien could re-energise his career at the Camp Nou, it could save them the difficulty of selling him this summer. While aged just 27, Coutinho's best years should still be ahead of him. Finally, they can look from within for attacking talent. It is well known they are pursuing Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez, but the Blaugrana hierarchy will be thrilled with the success of La Masia Academy product Ansu Fati. The 17-year-old forward has scored 4 times from just 7 starts, and has even become the youngest ever goalscorer in the Champions League. If Barcelona can nurture their young starlet correctly, more responsibility should come his way next season. Barcelona are currently in a state where they desperately need Messi to perform, rather than simply marvel at his work. A mixture of failed transfers, unfortunate injuries, and inadequate creativity has meant he has had to perform multiple jobs at once. The problem is he turns 33 in June. meaning it will become increasingly difficult for him to consistently take so much responsibility across the pitch. Barcelona were lucky he didn't get injured this season, as the true extent of their depth issues would have been exposed if he had. This summer will provide the club with an opportunity to try and rectify the inadequacies in their squad, as the reality is they can't keep relying on Messi forever. So guys, that's our scout report done on why Barcelona need Messi more than ever. What did you guys make of it? Let us know in the comments down below. And how would you go about rectifying their issues of over-reliance on him? Let us know in the comments down below too. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to EuroFootball Daily. And I'll see you next time. Bye!